we are going to switch gears for a second, ladies and gentlemen, and talk about the NFL trade rumor mill that's been swirling around. Well, this really ain't a rumor at all because Myles Garrett put out a statement himself. But earlier today, the four-time first-team All-Pro requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns, in which he released a statement saying, as a kid, dreaming of the NFL, all focused on was the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl, and that goal fuels me today more than ever. My love for the community of Northeast Ohio and the incredible fan base of the Cleveland Browns has made this one of the toughest decisions of my life. These past 8 years have shaped me into the man that I am today. While I've loved calling this city my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton. It has always been to compete and win a Super Bowl. With that in mind, I have requested to be traded from the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, M95. So, Elijah, was it time for this move to happen? What do you think about, Myles kind of putting it out there that he wants to make a move?
I'm happy that he said that he's trying to win a championship because it's not going to happen in Cleveland. But I just think that, honestly, with all that, I think it's the right move. It's the right move for Myles because he has more years left. He's 29, I think. 2 years left on that deal. You want to win at some point, man. We all know that if he's not able to be the most dominant player on defense, he's close to it. I think that Myles Garrett should, or whoever trades for him, have a bargain because they know what they're going to get from him. He's going to cause double teams. He's going to cause matchup problems and everything of that nature. So I can't wait to see what happens with it. I think he made the right move saying that he wants to win. Hey, bro. That's when he's really dangerous. To me, I just hope the Browns do the right thing to get into that destination. A winning franchise.
Yeah, man. The fact that he was kind of classy about it and he's not kind of going the Jimmy Butler route is it says a lot about his character, going to the team first and then putting out his own statement to making sure that he kind of controls the narrative of how this thing is going about. Myles Garrett has clearly always been what exemplifies a Cleveland Brown. He's been there through the thin and the thick, mostly the thin, and he has been the face of the franchise. You think about guys like him, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Denzel Ward, guys like that have meant a lot to that franchise, and the defense has always kind of kept them in a lot of the conversations, and it's been spearheaded by him. Whoever gets Myles is going to get an instant plug-and-play game changer. We're talking about a game record. We're talking about one of the premier pass rushers in the game. And if he continues on the trajectory that he's on, he could very well be in the, final conversation as one of the greatest pass rushers that we've seen. I mean, his style, he can do it all. He can run the hoop, he can rush you with power. He can rush you with speed. He's got moves. He can play all four down lineman positions. And when you have a guy up front that can do that for you, that's a valuable piece and asset to what you're able to do. But if we're talking about possible landing spots, who do you think is somebody that could potentially be, there in the scope? I know got the draft order pulled up. See if I can get it. So right now, obviously, Tennessee, Cleveland has the number 2 overall pick, the Giants, the Patriots, Jacksonville, Vegas. So either it's going to have to be a team that's low and wants to move up, or it's going to have to be a team that has an immediate need to try to go and get that. Elijah, where do you think is kind of a comparable spot for Myles? Well, not really comparable because wherever you put him, he going to work. But where do you think what franchise kind of needs him the most, especially when you look at some of these teams here in the draft?
I think Buffalo. is one. I think Cincinnati could be another. Minnesota could be one.
TaxAct has live experts on hand, so you don't have to sweat your taxes.
Atlanta could be
like
one.
The antiperspirant of tax companies.
But that's really it. We're talking about giving around first round picks.
Something a lot cooler in my head. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
I'm trying a new marketing tactic. What do you think?
Because honestly, a lot of these guys are different.
One way to tell people about Boost Mobile 5G network.
Number one in that category because they need a pass rusher pretty bad. Somebody come off the end. Von Miller's getting up there in age.
I like it.
They need somebody. But speaking of that, like if you're Buffalo, you have to give two number ones or anybody, but Buffalo for sure, you probably give two number ones because he's
Make me hate muscles.
So
yeah, I tell you what, the Las Vegas Raiders wouldn't be bad. Get somebody that can combo with Max Crosby. I don't know what you need to do. Obviously, you need a quarterback, and you're in a position, you're in a decent draft position to go and get a quarterback. But maybe you wait because you're there at 6 right now, but maybe you wait a little bit later and go in the second round. Obviously Cleveland is in a phenomenal position in terms of draft order, but it's all about like what are you looking for? Are you a quarterback away? Are you one player away to be making yourself a Super Bowl contender? Obviously Vegas is going to be straight because Pete Carroll, he goes and he poaches Chip Kelly from Ohio State after he helped the Buckeyes get there to the national championship and win it. But I don't know, man. Like you said, Atlanta could be a good landing spot. You mentioned Buffalo. But if I'm Pete Carroll, bro, I'm trying to figure out a way. I don't know what we got to trade, who we got to trade, but I'm trying to get him because I'm trying to have that lineup where it's going to be Max Crosby on one side and Myles Garrett on the other. Ain't no double team. It's pick a side.
Right.
Pick a side. Who do you want to get multiple sacks tonight? So we'll see. We'll see how soon this happens. We'll see if the Browns fight Myles Garrett any. If they, go ahead and try to make the decision happen. I know the general manager, actually, I seen a tweet somewhere that I think it was the general manager. He said, a reporter asked GM Andrew Berry last week, if someone sees you at dinner and says, we'll give you 2 ones from Myles, do you say I'm not interested? Berry said, correct. You can put that on record. So he not taking 2 number ones, but that was last week. One NFL GM on what a trade for Myles could look like. Diana Rossini tweeting probably a 1+. Can't wait for it will be 3 first rounds. It's not happening. 1 and 2 threes, throw a player in there. So it's gonna have to be a huge package deal. It ain't finna be nothing small. No small potatoes here. But we'll see. We'll see who puts the offers out there and where ultimately Myles Garrett will land. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.